is the beginning of our video today. Mahal will not be with me because she has to join in with the doctor and see what the doctor is going to tell her because she has no voice. Would you like to squeak for us?
Don't talk.
She lost her voice.
A hard cough. And my gut is really swollen.
Yeah, so we won't make her talk. Stick around for our video about immigration and our experience. So today I'm in the car at the Valencia Medical Hospital. That's where I am, but not for me, but for my Filipina. Parked by the side of the road, so I was afraid to get out of the car and go in with her. So I'm waiting in the car. She's getting checked out there. Oh, what's going on there? Something's happening. Anyway, I'm waiting outside the clinic for Mahal to get checked out. She's not feeling well lately. Some sort of a sickness going around. I had it a little while ago, and now she seems to have it. So something on her chest or something like that. So I'm trying to get some medication to help her with that. Anyway, while I'm in the car here, I thought I had to make a mention of the immigration, as we just completed our third online immigration. Man, the siren's going. I know we have some sort of a bad weather storm coming through. I don't know, a cyclone or something, but we're kind of in the area of Mindanao that I don't think they have to worry too much about that kind of a storm. Anyway, I digress. Back to the immigration thing. We just finished our third extension. We've done it all online. I thought I'd make a video about it because I was reading online even, literally days ago, if not maybe a couple of weeks ago, even like some consulting firm saying you cannot get a 6-month extension online currently. They put a hold on it. But I just did, literally, I don't know, yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Maybe 2 days ago. Anyway, just now, recently, a 6-month extension. This is my third extension, and it was done online. Some good information to know is that, what we've been told anyway, is that when you do it online, you're basically going through the Manila office. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I've been told. So, and they say the Manila office is really good to go through when you're doing immigration. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So a little bit about our process. The first we did online was really easy, just 75 Canadian dollars and less than US, of course. And we got our extension for that extra month, I think. I think that's the way it worked. Was it an extra month? So September, October, or was it 2 months? Maybe 2 months? I can't remember. And then we had to get another extension, and I said, well, I'm just going to try 2 months first because I don't know, so I'm going to try 2 months. So I tried the 2 months, and that got us up until December 26th. That's when it's supposed to end. So that's like a few weeks from now of making this video. And in that one, I had to get the ACRI card, which gives you like an ID within the Philippines. So that's an important one. Your second extension. The first one's actually a waiver. When you do it online, you have to select waiver. And the second time you do it, you have to select extension. That's big news because I wasn't sure myself. I was kind of confused. So good to know if you're doing this for the first time. The second one you do is actually an extension. The first one is waiver when you're choosing it online. So yeah, we did our second one, the ACR and everything like that. So then I had to choose an office where to pick up the ACRI card. So I chose the one closest to me, which is still like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours drive away. So it's a long ways away. And I basically just had to wait a little longer and pick up my card, and that's all I did. I went into the office, just picked up my ACR card, and they said, here you go. And basically that was it. Now, that sounds real simple, but in between it all, you really need a Filipina to help you. Because I don't know how I would have done it without my Filipina. They're going back and forth talking about things and just asking questions and stuff like that. And it made it quite easy. But if it was just me, I remember like in the midst of the second extension, just making a phone call, and they pretended they didn't hear me on the phone call. They're like, hello? Hello? hello, and I was talking the whole time. They would say, hello. So I said, here you go, Filipina, and I passed it to Wella Mahal, Filipina. And as soon as she started talking, they started talking. Amazing. The phone just got fixed like that. It's amazing how phones can be fixed so quickly if you speak the Filipino language. And I'm sorry, everybody in the Philippines, I just don't know your language. Please have mercy upon me. I'm not really great at learning new languages, but I can pick up a few words, so don't get mad at me either, okay, if you're in the Philippines. But in any case, back to the immigration. So the ACRI card, I just went and picked up. That was great. So now my next big thing is I need a Philippine license, driver's license. Now maybe you don't, but I really wanted that. I really needed that. So when we picked up the ACRI card, because it's so far away, we said, okay, we'll make arrangements for the LTO office, like, you know, motor registration division. And wow, what an ordeal that was. Went in there and they said, no, you don't have the right forms. You need a certain kind of length form and it looks like this and so on. And we started to, because they said, okay, you'll get that. We'll have to process your forms that you have, talking to us. And they say within 3 days we'll call you. Do not call us, they said, we'll call you. So we said, okay. And we started walking away, and I noticed there was a piece of paper attached to my passport, and I said, uh-oh, maybe they still need this. We walked back and gave this, is this something you need? And in any case, it didn't matter. It was just a piece of paper. But when we went back, they said, oh, by the way, you could also go back to immigration and get this piece of paper that we need too. I'm like, okay, why didn't they tell us that the first time? So we went right back to immigration again, just down the road. A lot of traffic though, so when I say down the road, it took a while. It was a big ordeal just down the road. And went to immigration, and immigration says, no, all the papers you have is all you need. They don't need anything else. You have everything you need. This is the paper they need. So we're like, well, do we go home and wait the 3 days for them to call us to verify, or do we just go back? I said, well, we're here. We're so many hours away. Let's go back. So we went back to LTO office, and we say, look, we're just to immigration. Immigration says, we have everything we need. This is all you need. And they said, no, this is not the paper we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing like it's kind of long and narrow and looks like this and looks like this. They're just used to seeing a different kind of paper because they're not used to someone like me doing it online and having the online paperwork. So they said the same thing in the end. You have to go home and wait 3 days and we'll let you know. And we're like, ugh, we're going home. And we were driving home, like I say, between 3 to 4 hours. We were almost home. And well, Filipina Mahal, she gets a call on the phone while we're still in the car. We're getting driven, by the way, by a driver. And they say, oh, we think we can probably finish this today if you want to come back. And we're like, we're almost home, but we need the driver's license so bad. It's so far. Let's turn around. We turned around in the car, and the driver, he thinks he's part of the Indianapolis 500. And he's going crazy driving. And we get back in time. I have to do a medical, which I was like, oh my goodness, what are they going to do to me with a medical? But all I had to do was step on the weigh scales, stand by the height chart, read the line on the eye chart, tell me the numbers in the color-coded circles, sit here for 30 seconds while we process your application. Oh, here you go, you're processed. Now run over to LTO, motor registration, with all this information. And initially, by the way, they told Filipina that, oh, this is going to cost 7,000 Philippine pesos to do your LTO work to get your Philippines driver's license. That's like in Canadian money, about what, $130, something, $120, something like that, Canadian money. And we're panicking over that, thinking, oh, we don't have that cash right now. So we had to go to, banks and everything. It's just all these little things that are so simple and not really needed. Anyway, that's what they told us. But in the end, after the medical, after rushing back and doing the medical and then going back to LTO again, we finally get it all wrapped up, fairly quickly. And it only costs about 800 Philippine pesos, which is only, I don't know, what, Canadian dollars, $15? So it went from the price initially of $120 down to about $15. So I don't know what all the fees are. I think it's something to do with the foreigner tax they talk about over here. But this is kind of our Philippines immigration experience in a nutshell. And again, I was reading online how everyone's saying you can't get a 6-month, you can't get a 6-month extension, you cannot get a 6-month extension. I'm reading it everywhere, hearing everyone, even the consulting firms saying that. I got a 6-month extension online. Now, worthy to note, when I was checking in with a live chat, oh man, I wish I could remember their names. I just forget their names. I'm so sorry. But in their discussion, they said, the gentleman in the live chat discussion here in the Philippines, he said he thinks they're giving out extensions of 6 months if you haven't been here for your first whole year yet, which I haven't. So like in getting my 6-month extension, I'm still not here for a full month, even at the end of the extension, because I had, 1 month extension, then the 2-month extension, now the 6-month extension. So, do your math, still not here for a full year. So he thinks it's because of that reason that I got my 6-month extension. I don't know, but I'm just letting you know. So this is my experience, and maybe it can help you with your experience. But I highly recommend online, but I also, in saying that, highly recommend you have a Filipina with you as you do this whole process, because everywhere from that phone call where they're hello, 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 pretending they couldn't hear me, to when Filipina started talking, they started talking and started getting things done. You really need a Filipina with you. So, and which leads me to another point before I conclude. Some of the guys here say, don't meet a Filipina online. You should only meet when you're here. Don't meet one at the airport. We just made a video about that. I think it's our last video or one of our last videos. Check that out, because it's a reaction to what the other guys say. And I think it's very informative, and it's a good balance. Consider what they say, consider what we say. Everybody's giving their opinion, but I think we had a good balanced reaction. So check that out as well. But I hope this immigration stuff helps you. My experience. If you have any more questions, drop them below and maybe I can respond there or make another video or something. But thanks for tuning in. So here is Mahal. She's back from the doctor. I put this on the end of the video. How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
She sounds like a mouse now. She has laryngitis.
Yeah.
And we appreciate your prayers. It's all on her chest. The doc says, what, give you some prescription?
Yeah, I don't know the medicine. I forgot the name.
Yeah, it's supposed to help clear up your chest.
She just told me that in the morning I just need to drink warm water with a little bit salt.
I tell her to lay down. She don't listen to me. I think she doesn't trust my cooking.
No, I just boiled this one and that's it. With no seasoning.
That's our Filipina. She's not under the weather. She's feeling under the weather, but by God's grace, she will get better soon. We love your subscription. We appreciate if you'd subscribe. And please check out some of our old videos when we were still in LDR, long distance relationship, because some of those were kind of funny, I think. And we had a lot of fun making them. So check those out. It would help our channel too. We're literally at this moment in the hundreds. So not many people, I guess, viewing, but we're kind of having fun and trying to put some information out and entertainment at the same time. Just having some fun. Thank you for tuning in.